You're watching football. The referee blows the whistle. Everyone stops. Then the goal is cancelled for player who never touched the ball. Sounds ridiculous. By the end of this, you'll understand one of football's weirdest rules: offside. First, the bad news. Offside is not about where you are. It's about where you are when the ball is played. Tiny difference, massive consequences. Rule 1: a player cannot receive the ball if they are closer to the opponent's goal than both the ball and the second last defender when a teammate passes it. Yes, second last defender, not last defender. The goalkeeper is usually one of those two defenders. Usually, not always. Good luck explaining that to someone watching their first match. Let's simplify it. Imagine a race. Everyone starts behind the line. If you sprint ahead before the starting gun fires, that's cheating. Offside works the same way. You cannot leave early. The pass is the starting gun. Rule 2: the important moment is when the ball is kicked. Not when it arrives. Not when the player controls it. The instant the pass leaves a teammate's foot. Freeze the frame right there. That is the moment officials care about. A player can look perfectly onside when receiving the ball. If they were offside when the pass was made, the damage is already done. Rule 3: simply standing in an offside position is not an offense. This is where things get weird. A player can stand there all day. The referee does nothing. They only become offside if they get involved in play. That means receiving the ball, blocking an opponent, or affecting what happens next. In theory, simple. In practice, 22 players and millions of viewers immediately start arguing. Now for the part that surprises most people. You cannot be offside in your own half. You cannot be offside directly from a goal kick. You cannot be offside directly from a throw-in. 3 exceptions, because apparently the rule was not complicated enough already. Then came VAR, Video Assistant Referee, football's replay system. Officials use cameras and computer-drawn lines to check extremely close decisions, sometimes by centimeters, sometimes by what appears to be half a shoelace. More VAR, everyone's favorite development. So why does offside exist at all? Without it, attackers could simply stand next to the goal waiting for long passes. Matches would become strange very quickly. The rule forces teams to build attacks properly. It creates timing, movement, risk, and some of football's most dramatic moments. A player celebrates. The crowd explodes. Then everyone waits to see whether a line appears on a screen. Some of the biggest goals in football history have balanced on that tiny detail. So the weirdest football rule is not really about standing in the wrong place. It's about leaving too early. The game has not changed. You have. Now you know how it works. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.